these messages, these visceral messages of what's happening emotionally, spiritually, or on a deeper level, and we don't listen to them.
Right, right. It's uncomfortable.
Right.
It's uncomfortable. And we're afraid because we don't know what's on the other side of it. If I stop and feel this fear or this anger or this resentment or this confusion or this shame, what's going to happen to me? I mean, it's funny because we're not going to die, but that's what it feels like.
Right.
At least for me. Earlier on, I'm not afraid anymore, but I honestly felt like I was going to disappear into a black hole, like a literal black hole, and like disappear off the face of the earth. So we just have to trust that that's not going to happen. Right. And that there is a different feeling on the other side of that first really scary one.
Right.
It does transmute literally through the body, literally chemically. And we do come out on the other side. And most often there's some relief, and then there's another emotion. And that's kind of annoying too. That's kind of scary too. I think we know deep down that once we start, it's going to continue like going down a water slide or something.
Right.
But there's relief mixed in. It does get easier. It does get easier. It only gets worse if we try to deny it, because the emotions get physically stuck in the body and cause illness, cause headaches, whatever it is. For me, it was migraines.
Right.
All kinds of different aches in my back.
Right. And see, that's what so part of what I do, and I find this so interesting, and I love the parallels because it's really starting. I use the physical body so much as access into it, right? Because sometimes if we overthink it or we try to externalize it as opposed to move into it, right? So it's literally listening to, like, how do I nurture myself through a migraine? How do I nurture myself through these body aches and these pains? And by actually, one of the things that I use a lot is like contrast, hot and cold therapy. And why I love it so much is because it gives us the opportunity to work on a very systemic level with the body to create detoxification. And as we start to detoxify the body, and this is just a really simple way to start to do that, we also allow some detoxification of some of the things that we're holding, right?
Yes, absolutely. That sounds great. That sounds very interesting. I don't have that skill set. That's great. All I have, not all I have, but as a minister, if I have someone in front of me, I'll direct some healing energy, Reiki energy, from the universe, to the person, or they can do it themselves. I teach and coach how to open oneself to the pure love of the universe. That's the healing energy. So while all this discomfort and chaos is coming through you, you can bring in the healing love of the universe, which is a real thing. It's not a metaphor.
Right.
And sometimes people have a difficult time believing that it's a real thing. Usually, obviously, if they're in my orbit, they have some enough faith to at least try it.